welcome back to another episode of Chai and Chill. We are on season 3. Joining me today is Neelam, who I met 3 years
Hi.
ago around this time. We were
Oh
co-workers
yeah.
at the first job, and eventually she became my reporting manager. Then she left, and my life became miserable. And now, along with her day job, she runs a handmade candle store called Tapri, and also the candles smell delicious. Hi Neelam, welcome to Chai and Chill.
Hey.
Thank you for being here. And before we start talking about Tapori Tapri, which I also have a funny story of, by the way, this is my storyteller cup, which was the OG cup we started Chai and Chill with.
Here's my cup of tea. Cheers.
Cheers. So, my first question is what made you decide to launch Tapori Tapri?
So it's kind of a long story. I was really obviously you know how jobs are nowadays. We have long hours,
Oh, yeah.
and I really wanted to like have something that takes my attention away from work, even over the weekends. Like I used to think of work 24/7, and I started getting unhealthy.
Mm.
It I know I'm a workaholic, need to work on that part, but I just wanted some kind of distraction. And then I started seeing a lot of my friends doing things like creative things. Then they made those things into businesses, and I was like, okay, I used to be creative as a kid, but what happened to all that creativity? What happened to all the craft and the painting and things that I used to do? Then I was like, okay, now I'm a writer, so I write. So maybe I should freelance. And we all know how the freelance
Market.
scenario is when it comes to writing. So I was like, okay, I don't want to do writing over the weekend as well because that's what I'm doing every day. Uh, what else can I do? Then I like went back, thought of the classes that I took. I was like, okay, I did elementary drawing class, everything in school. What else did I do? Okay, I did candle. Okay, let's see what happens when what's the candle scene like nowadays. Then I did a bit of research again, and then I was like, okay, people are looking for eco-friendly things. They are looking for soy. They are looking for coconut wax. Paraffin wax and gel wax are not used anymore unless people are not aware of the consequences they have on the environment. And you know how the environment scene is also right nowadays. It's become really bad. So I thought, let's see how I can contribute. Um, did more of my research, went went out, went to Bombay, like town, to see if somebody sells soy wax because I wanted large quantities, right? I bought some, experimented. It turned out fine. Got some fragrances from there. I didn't like the effect of the fragrances on me. They started giving me a headache.
Oh,
And I was like, this is not what I want my users to experience. Then I thought how I can make it better, how I can make it completely eco friendly and completely safe for people. Again, took tutorials online, learned how to make fragrances at home, and now we have to pour it up. It's completely eco-friendly. Fragrances made at home, you will see natural ingredients in the candles. You will smell all the chai fragrances that you get in the kitchen. And obviously, the chai idea came from what I miss the most about being outside. Right, even when I was at work, and we didn't really have like a proper chai. We had the machine chai, and people preferred coffee, so I had to step out to drink tea. And I missed the fragrance of tea, that chai that you get outside the tapri wala chai. So I was like, okay, let's get this experience to people at home because for sure the pandemic is not ending in the next 2 3 months. So let's give them something, to remember the streets by. That's how Tapuri Tapri was done.
That's so nice. I really like the fact that the pandemic, while it was difficult for a lot of people, but a lot of us became very productive and we finally pursued whatever we actually wanted to do. Nice. Or we never thought we
Yeah.
would do it.
Yeah, I never thought I would have the energy to do anything like this apart from this because weekends are only meant to crash and forget
uh,
about the world and before you get back to work on Monday. So
I know what you mean. Like here we are filming chai and chill on a Saturday.
yeah.
So the next, so before we move on to the next question, the funny thing that I referred to is when you told me the name of your store. I think I told you the story as well that I had my Hindi wasn't that great. It's still not that great, but 3 years ago it was considerably worse. I still remember I wanted to say the tapri in the downstairs is open to my room, my then flatmate, and I ended up saying the tapori is open, and she's like, "What? That's not a tapori." And then you named your store. I was like, "See, I was right."
Yeah, fun memories. I really like the time we spent together when we used to work together.
Yeah, we used to drink chai a lot. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all of those memories. I think I've always had chai outside on the streets with colleagues. Otherwise, chai has always been like a proper session at home, be it my parents' place or here. My husband does make really good tea, so
Oh, okay. So one of the things that the title of the video is also this, like why date a guy when you can date chai? But besides the chai flavors, the candles also come in different flavors. I mean, different aromas as well, like coffee and chocolate and hot chocolate. So, how long did it take to come up with the full menu?
as soon as I learned how to make fragrances, I was like, okay, you can make fragrances out of your regular spices, be it elaichi or be it long for masala chai. You can also, grind cinnamon. And I'm not going to give you more of my secrets, but you can make fragrances out of that, right? So I'm sure you can make fragrances out of the other ingredients. So I thought, let's try coffee. I tried that; it turned out great. Then I tried cocoa powder. I was like, okay, let's see. I have this thing lying around. Does it help? And it did. It turned out great. So that's how I got. And then obviously your regular tapri doesn't just have masala chai
Mm.
or special chai or lemongrass. It has all the kinds of chais, and people who are coffee lovers also go to a tapri to have coffee. So I was like, okay, let's have all these things. Hot chocolate was an addition because the fragrance turned out great. I was like, okay, let's just have it on the menu. Maybe we can change the name to some cafe or something where it works well. So and it did. So
So, and
that's how they came about.
what is the average time it takes for you to think that this is the candle I want to make? Like, I know now you customize orders, but initially when you had that first batch ready, how long did it take to make each candle? Don't give us your secrets, just the timeline would do.
So experimenting took a lot of time because I started with something else. I eventually ended with something, and the final product is something completely different. Obviously, experimenting helped, testing helped. All the things that come with candle making. It's not just pouring wax and letting it dry. When it comes to fragrances, it has to mix well and it has to smell well when when you light it. And because these are homemade fragrances, there's a particular way to light the candles also. You can't directly expect to smell like you smell, your regular candles that you get in the store, which are made with synthetic oils. It because these are natural oils, they really take some time. So understanding how much uh, time it takes for the wax to cool down when you are supposed to add the fragrance, everything took a great long time to experiment. The final time again depends on the quantity of wax that you're using, how many candles are you making, because the amount of wax is going to determine the amount of heat that it's going to generate and how hot it's going to be. And a lot of things like come into play. So if I'm making a tiny candle, that will take me around about 30 minutes. If I go the mid size, I'm sure you know that we have three sizes now. So if you go to the mid size again, around the same time, 30-40 minutes. But the bigger sizes need a lot more wax, so they need a lot more time to set. And obviously, I don't move away from that place till the wax is set because I don't want to like ruin the finish of the candle and everything. So that takes around an hour.
Oh, that is next level dedication, I think. But if you're enjoying it, then time flies again.
The only downside I think would be heating the water to melt the wax. It generates a lot of heat in the room. That's the only thing I can't bear about the process. But yeah, otherwise it's fulfilling. I like the smell of the room once the wax is hot and the fragrance is added. It just makes the room
Uh,
smell the whole time.
I'm sure. I'm sure your husband likes it too. Like, oh, my house is smelling nice.
Yeah, he's a cleanliness freak and obviously cleanliness and a bit of aroma, great fragrance go hand in hand. So I'm sure he likes it too.
Which has been the bestseller so far out of the menu?
Um, I have sold quite a few of the hot chocolate ones
I'm
because the finishing is very real, hot chocolate with vanilla icing on top. That has been one, and the other one has been the cappuccino one, which smells like coffee, clearly. So
and this is just me. Now I'm curious. Has anyone ever DM'd you asking for a very weird flavor which is not in the list?
a lot of people have, quite a few people have, and then I have to explain that it's not a regular candle place. We have a theme in place, so you can't just ask me for jasmine and I don't know what mogra, and I don't know what weird fragrances people want. But yes, I can surely give you lemon and lemongrass and those what do you call natural fragrances that are a little different from the usual chai coffee fragrances.
Uh,
Because again, I'm talking about lemon tea and lemongrass again. The ingredients that are used in tea, but the overpowering smell is more of the fruit or the plant and not the tea fragrance.
so, moving a little way away from the business, how do you juggle running a small business which is still a fledgling while having a full time job and also managing the entire household? Because as we know, you
So
love to cook.
yeah, so again, now cooking has taken a backseat. If I have to make candles, I make sure that I take orders around the weekend and complete them over the weekend. And I make sure that I let my the I don't know what you call it customers. It's a very weird word to call them, but yeah, child lovers maybe. But I make sure I tell them that this is the amount of time it's gonna make take me to make the candles, and then it's gonna take a while to set before I can ship it. So if you're ordering now, maybe after 5 days again. And obviously I've added all these things on the page where they can
Mm.
go and read that this is the amount of time once you place the order and everything. Work, I don't let my candle making affect my work or my work affect my candle making. That's how I'm trying to balance. For now, my husband has taken over taking care of the house. He's learned how to cook, so I concentrate on my work and I have enough time to give to the business also. Yeah, that's all I want to say about this.
Now, so Tapori Tapri was completely on Instagram. Like I have not seen it on any other platforms. Was there anything unique that you learned about Instagram marketing as such?
Um, when I started the Pori Tapri, I actually didn't think how I'd take it ahead, and I didn't really think that I'll make so many sales. Um, but then, and now obviously because things have, like, because of the second wave and whatever restrictions, it has paused a bit to a certain like level. I don't get as many orders. Plus, I'm not very active because I don't want to be very insensitive. About the situation and just promote my business when the situation is that weird.
Yeah.
So now it's paused, but otherwise, I thought of Instagram grids and everything. I made a few reels. After making those reels, I realized reels don't work the way we think they work. So now I'm gonna make a few and see, those add the trending music and everything, and make those and see if they work. Try using them better. I do post a lot of stories so that I am at the top of everybody's timeline. I don't really post that much on the timeline because whatever products I have, I've already posted about them. I can repost, but I would want to experiment a little more, see where I can take this, and then maybe when I have a few new fragrances, I can start posting again, at least on the timeline. You can obviously interact on the stories. Yeah, again, it depends on the situation. My strategy was different, and the situation is different. So maybe wait for things to get better and then maybe apply my strategy then.
I'm just going to explain this to other brands. As for the reels, I don't think anybody knows how it works because I have seen reels where they tell you how it works. One reel is going to tell you, hey, this is what you do. The next reel that I see is contradicting everything I just learned. So, right?
Yeah, I think they are also still experimenting with reels.
I think so. So, someone told me once that static things don't work. Like, you need to be there and show your face and show up. But I used static things to do a reel and it got like 3K views. Then I showed my face and it barely got 200 views. So,
Wow. Okay.
it's weird. I nobody knows how reels work yet. Yet I'm sure we'll get there.
I don't think anybody knows how any of these platforms work because they introduce something, they change it later, they do something with their algorithm every 2 3 weeks, 2 3 months. They keep changing, they keep experimenting on their end. So by the time you get used to it, understanding one particular feature or aspect of it, it's already changed.
Speaking of marketing, and
Yeah.
both, well, I was somehow I accidentally ended up on the digital wing of things, but for you it was a conscious decision. So for Topori W, you just said that the strategy you had in mind, it's not working right now. So is it right now? Is it trial and error, or are you going to plan everything out and then see?
So it's not like it's not working. I'm not using it because of the situation, right? I mean, like I said, I don't want to be insensitive. Maybe I will use it later. Till then, I'm experimenting on my own handle. Just and then I also have like a test handle where I try things over there, and then if they work, they look fine. Then I post it on my personal or professional, whatever brand handle. So
I know it's like no one can predict. It's very unpredictable the situation that we are in right now. I could think about okay, maybe next month I'll launch something, and next month I don't know what the situation will be. Like
yeah.
even even for Chai and Chill, I really thought that one season would be enough, and then I got so many DMs saying that hey, I have stories too. Like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I actually was planning collaborations with a few friends, but then again, I don't want to trouble them, and people are falling sick again.
Yes.
Uh, the third wave, I don't know, it's already affected a lot of colleagues for sure. And I don't want to like call up a friend and say, "Hey, do you want to do a collab?" And she's in the middle of mourning someone's, passing away or uh, fighting COVID or whatever. So maybe we can do it when things are fine, when the world is back to where it was before the pandemic. So
Hopefully, it will be soon.
yeah,
And
hope so.
finally, what is your favorite part about running a small business?
Uh, I think it's the happy customers. I think that makes me do a little bit more of the hard work that I'm doing because somebody's happy, somebody's liking it, and it's making their day. And if they like it, they review it, they post on their Insta, and I post it. A lot of people see it, so it's like a win-win for both, right? They are happy, I'm happy. I think that's the good part about the entire business.
I agree.
Gratification, I think monetary gratification doesn't matter. I mean, obviously that is a part of the entire process. So that's one of the reasons why we are doing the business that we're doing. But that is secondary for sure.
I just hope no influencer has slid into your DM saying, "Give me a free sample and I will shout you out." You do not have to confirm or
Uh,
deny it. Because as a
Nobody has. I did speak to a few of my influencer content creators, as they like to be called nowadays. But yeah, I did let a few people know because I knew them personally. But then they didn't ask whether uh, what it was. They didn't look like they were interested. So I was like, okay, if you're not interested, I'm not interested either. I just thought I should let you know that I'm doing this. But cool.
well, I like the one that I got from you, the chai one. I like my room smelling of chai, but it's still in Calcutta, unfortunately, because Calcutta airports have very strict policies about what you can and cannot bring to the airport. So unfortunately, my candle is still there. But the nights I did use it, it was so awesome to come back and smell your room smelling of chai.
One of the things that you should do, or anybody who's buying a candle from Tapuri Tapri at least should do, is buy it during the monsoon. Use it during the monsoon because the humidity makes it smell better. I think at least that's what I feel.
Well, it was in February, but it still smells so good. Or maybe you know my love for chai and how many cups a day I used to drink to survive. It has gone down now because I am the one who has to make the chai. So I no longer have the luxury of going, Mama, chai de do.
I can send you a candle to wherever you are in Bombay, maybe.
I am in Bombay. I'm in Goregaon East. I'm actually very close to our other friends, the
Oh,
ones who are
okay.
refusing to come on chai and chill. Yes, I called you
I
out.
should try to. I'll try to convince them for sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Neelam, for being a part of Chai and Chill. We leave links to your shop, of course, the Instagram handle Tapori Tapri, so that more people can find you and bombard you with orders.
Thank you so much. I really liked having this fun chat.
Yeah.
Somebody looks like they're interested in what I'm doing at least.
I am always interested. Like every time I'm asked that why did you start Chai and Chill, I said, do you see the amazing people around me? You don't. I do. I need their stories told. And to see future episodes of Chai and Chill, please subscribe.
Yeah, we need to all follow each other and support each other.
We should.